Yo, yo, it's Psycho, and I have some things to give you. It's going to be a sweet time. Now, I did only get one good class filmed, namely because some of the other classes had to be reworked, and mostly because the Ritual Rangers was so much fun, I just didn't even want to play any other class. Now, I will be doing next BWE, I will be doing lots of other builds. I'm going to be starting to get the builds because they're all going to be updated. The tooltips will be updated on everything, and I'm going to just start pumping out build videos and concept arts, and then just showcasing them. Now that I got my true feeling of Guild Wars 2 out of the way, I got to play some PvE, got to play some PvP how I wanted, I can definitely go ahead and start showing off those PvP builds. It's going to be a sweet time, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I do have a nice build set up for the Ritual Ranger, and it is going to be awesome. I hope you guys really enjoy it. Check it out. Predatory Instinct. You need that cripple. You don't need to be dodging as often as much, 10% more damage. Warhorn gets 15% more skill. Pets periodically take condition from you. Condition removal is important. Spirits have twice as much health. Spirits do 15% more chance to add their benefits. And then spirits will move and follow you. Those three are necessary. For the skills, we got Healing Spring, AoE heal, as well as Frost Spirit, Sun Spirit, Stone Spirit, and then Spirit of Nature as your elite. For the armor, you go Duenas on everything. This will give you maximum heals to be able to just heal all your allies constantly and just give awesome buffs. For the sword, you go with the Superior Life rune and then the Superior Water rune, and that's on both weapon sets. Alright, you're going to take the Earrings of Vitality. In both ears, increases healing. Same thing with the Rings of Vitality. They do the same thing as with the earrings. Finally, you got the Vit Tough of Vitality. Alright, here we are, showcasing the build. It is a very potent build. You don't die very often. It is a 3v3 in this case. We'll see what goes on. Now, I know that is not a 5v5, but I definitely go with 3v3 over a 8v8 or whatever they were allowing in it. I did not like that they did that. Now, I was having troubles figuring out this map at first. This is one of my first plays through it, but that is okay. Now, as you can see, I do have my spirits up already. That's because when they go off cooldown, they'll just die and then you'll get new ones. So it's always good to have them up when you can get them up every time. That way, if they die, you can get them off cooldown quicker. So I do decide to try and take, I believe I go up top. Yes, I do. So I'm going to follow this guy and we're going to try and take the keep. This is a really good build for the keep. Now I do believe I do it incorrectly the first couple times that I make videos. But what you want to do with this build is just stand up on the top and range. You don't need to get down in the battle. Now we're going to go fight this person. I believe we win because I believe I've only died with this build like 3 times. Guardian put up a reflection range barrier. I decided that it would be more important to help out down bottom. Now see, this is right here where I should have stayed up top and helped. I should not have jumped down like I did. I do take a fear, and as you can tell, I have not dropped my spirits. I should have been doing that, but I was kind of in a crisis situation and I completely forgot to do it. But definitely be sure you're keeping those up as often as possible. I probably would not have to have popped my elite skill. So you want to stay out of AoE with this build because that is the worst enemy to your spirits. Though your spirits do have quite a bit of health, they can take a lot of damage, but they're just not going to be able to sustain too long. If you do run into a problem where they are taking too much damage, you can drop your 6 heal and it will heal them around you. They do not regenerate health on their own. Now these guardians are being jerks and constantly reflecting at me. And as you can see, we did end up winning that battle because Nature Spirit does heal a great deal of health. This is probably the strongest build I have made, and sadly it's the only footage I did get. As you can see, we're still trying to capture keep, but we did succeed. They didn't really do a very good job at stopping us. Now, I would only assume we would head to go, right at this point, you would probably want to take an NPC. I didn't, because I didn't know too much about this game, but once you have the keep, probably a good strategy would be to grab an NPC to better forward your position. But we do go back to recapture mine because they are taking it as we speak. We'll probably stop this guy. I believe he goes into Lich form. It's a very potent form, but not potent enough for my build. Now I do dodge roll and completely miss. I don't know why I dodge rolled. It's always a good idea to have the Warhorn with this build. You'll buff allies even further, on top of the fact that you can have your offhand as the axe. The axe causes chill, which is a little bit more important. However, the sword is also a good choice for this, for the main reason that you'll be up close and you can use your spirit's active effects more efficiently. They don't come off of you and they don't activate on the guy you're targeting. They come off of the spirits on the ground. And if you're far away, you won't be able to use them very easily. So now we're just taking this. We are behind. I don't remember if we win this game, but that is totally okay because we're going to go ahead and show the build. I believe we do win because I remember that this Stilos guy is really good. Stiletto. He's pretty strong. Now we're going to take Souvenir, or Svenir, whatever his name is, the Norn Bear, and he will go down pretty quickly, and we won't really have much contesting. I don't remember if I lose any of the spirits, but they do die really easily to him. He has really strong AoE attacks, so this build is much better at grabbing the chieftain, the ogre chieftain. Now we did get that boost. It put us back in the lead. We're going to go ahead and take the keep, which I believe we do. Yet again, I think I jumped down. Well, at this point, I guess it was a smart idea to jump down. But if you're trying to fight, you want to stay up on those top ledges. Mostly, you're just here to buff your allies. And I did get caught in a clip. I'm not very used to post-editing, so we'll see what all happens here. We're going to go and keep fighting, and I do remember that we do win this game. I do think I'm going to be going Human Ranger, though, because I'm not a big fan of the Char. I will be talking about that a little bit later. I do like the Char. I just don't like their standing model. So, there's that. We'll go ahead and talk about that a little bit later. Now, I do think we go in and take the hedge before we do Chieftain. There's no way we do Chieftain first. Oh, I guess we grab Chieftain twice in this game. So, we take Chieftain. I believe it's just me. I don't know. Oh, wait, no, Stilos is here. Stiletto is, like, really good at this game as well. So, he was really helping out. He was following me in a lot of my games, and it was definitely worth the having. So, as you can see, just a lot of damage going out. It's a very powerful build and extremely survivable. The fact that you have that elite skill just makes you unstoppable. For as long as it's up, you can't die, and it has a lot of health, and it heals itself. So, it's just extremely difficult to kill, and it's definitely probably the best skill for the Ranger, regardless of your build. It will keep you alive. We get in this little tussle here, and it is actually quite a big battle. I don't have any of my spirits up, so it was really tough for a second there. But once I start getting all my spirits up, we turn the battle pretty well. If I did not have Nature Spirit up, there's no way I would have been able to win this fight. But I did have it, and it made it so that we were just prolonged. We couldn't really die at that point. And it turned us around and made that battle quick and easy. The Ritualist build is honestly the best build I've played in PvP, and it's definitely worth using. Like, seriously, go ahead and try this build out next beta. You will love it. But I don't want to see everybody using it, because then it would be boring. Everybody just running around with this Ranger build. I can't even tell you how powerful it would be if you had 2 of these, because, or at least 2 Rangers with that elite. No one would die. There wouldn't even be an opportunity to die. And if they did die, his active effect revives downed players. So then if you did die, if your allies did die, you just res them again. This build does work really well with Guardian. I was playing it with Matt Visual, and we could never lose at all. It was really fun. There was a little lag there, but you know, it's okay. Now we do take this, and I believe we go and grab Bear one more time. Not Bear, we go and grab Ogre one more time, and it is GG at that point, I do believe. So you can see I did not die once. There's really no way to die in this build if you use it correctly. You only want to use your elite when you're in a high crisis situation. Don't use it in a 1v1, because you'll generally be able to just survive a 1v1 without having to worry about it. Now, I go over here and help out my allies for a final hurrah, and then I believe we essentially win right here. And it is GG, dude. This, like, seriously. This build is coupled very well with almost any unit, because it will make characters who aren't very survivable more survivable. Protection, if you look down at the bottom, is just always up. I know it says it's a 20% chance, but since you're getting hit so often, there's no way you're never getting that protection. It's just always on, which is really helpful. I believe it like procs AoE to everybody if someone gets hit, not just you, because I haven't been hit that whole time, but I still had protection on. And I just lost it now, but I'll probably gain it again. Oh wait, no, my spirit's dead. But there it is, protection. Well, that's not my protection. That's probably a guardian or a warrior's protection. Wait, but there's only... Nope, that had to be caused by... Who caused that protection? That's weird. Oh well, doesn't matter to me. Now I pinged to go and take over the ogre because it would instant win us, but I think we'd just win. But I thought it'd be funny to just ruin this person's day by killing them and then taking the ogre for myself. I hope you did like that build, you guys. It definitely is so strong. Like, there's really just... It buffs everything. And then, did you see how fast it was healing those 500 numbers to everybody? Everybody's doing 10% more damage, fire damage, protection, everybody on your team. The more people that are around you, the stronger the build gets. Like, it is so powerful. I hope you did like this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.